That's a good one.
What was that?
That's a loud clap. You got to sync the cameras.
Is that
Yeah,
for like the sync with the audio?
Yeah, audio.
But
and
then
video.
they have the cool.
Yeah, we don't have like the Hollywood style clapper
You
thing,
just get that one.
but we're just here. Java with James and David
Synced.
Malukas. Take one. Although I feel like we wasted so much good stuff before we even started.
Well, let's just repeat it. I was freestyling. This is how I am.
You just while in freestyle. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I just speak whatever comes to mind.
Well, first and foremost, we have to address the jewelry that you're wearing.
Yes, this is actually like a new camera. It's like a to-go camera that I got. I'm gonna try to get POV shots. Although now I just realized, because it has like a separate thing to it, that I guess I'm just shooting the table. But
You're shooting the table in the back of the coffees.
yeah, exactly. But it's okay. I'm trying new things out. I'm vlogging actually, and I have my little camera over here as well. So
Hi, David's vlog.
hi guys. So yeah, I'm trying new things. People say they want more content from me, so I'm trying.
I can see that. I can see why the people would want a little more Lil Dave. Is it still Lil Dave?
It's still Lil Dave.
You're okay with that?
So the bit with it is, so I said it, and I didn't think it was gonna like take off.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it really took
you
off.
gotta be very careful what you say these days.
So, but it's okay. I was like, you know what? I'll play with it. I changed my Twitter name to David Little Dave Malukas. Right?
Yeah.
I'm like fully into it.
Yeah.
But the thing is, whenever I get my first win, I'm switching it to Big Dave.
Oh,
So
okay.
the future is bright.
BD, some Big Dave energy is going to be coming once you
Yeah.
get that first win.
Exactly.
See, that's good to have those goals, because like we saw Christian Lundgaard had that goal of like he had to shave he couldn't
mustache,
shave the
yep.
mustache till he won, got his
Yeah.
first win, now he's mustache free.
That's what you need.
Everybody's happy. You need that goal, that extra motivation.
The IndyCar field is super talented, so you need that little bit more motivation to get that win.
All right,
And so
and
for
then
me, it's to get Big
Right,
Dave.
we're gonna get that LD energy to that BD energy.
Yes.
All right, I love that. Okay, so this is technically Java with James. As you may or may not know, if you've watched any of these, I don't drink coffee. I'm not a coffee
Okay,
person.
so how did it begin? Like, why-
Because one clever PR person thought it was funny to torture me.
So you don't drink coffee at all?
No, I don't. And so every guest has gotten to choose the coffee and I just pick whatever the guest picks.
Oh, okay.
So that's how this works. I'm getting to try
Oh.
coffee through the eyes of the IndyCar drivers.
Well, I'm a bit of like a coffee enthusiast.
Oh, are you a
I am.
connoisseur?
I am. I do enjoy my coffee. Oh, I've had to slow down a little bit because I went to my doctor and like, you gotta.
Well,
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
You actually got
Yep,
told.
I actually got told to
throttle
calm down.
back.
Yeah, at 21 years old. So I ended up having like a big problem with like acid reflux and GERD. So
Okay.
it's too much coffee.
Okay, so all right, so this requires some follow-up questions. Obviously, we got to dig into this. When did you start drinking coffee?
I got addicted to it when I was.
No, just straight to it.
I got addicted to it very young. My dad gave me a double espresso shot at Modesto, California for a go-kart race. It was
Okay.
a night race. It was like 2 a.m. and we went to a restaurant and he was like, here, drink this. And I thought it was alcohol. I'm like, why are you giving me alcohol? I'm only 10. And he's like, no, just drink it. Like, I promise you'll be good. And it was a double espresso shot and I didn't sleep for about 2 days after
Right.
that. And I loved it ever since.
And you're like, this
So,
is awesome.
It was awesome. But then I realized that your body gets used to it a bit, and I figured out too late.
Tolerance,
So
yeah.
then I'm in like middle school and I just needed my cup of Joe just to like get going.
Right, and so you were like, you needed 6 espressos just to feel anything anymore.
Exactly. And then when the doctor told me to get off of it, worst couple weeks of my life, and I had the biggest migraine. I was like in bed. I
Like
couldn't
full
even,
on, you had caffeine withdrawals.
I had like, yeah, I was like, had shakes and everything. It was bad.
Wow.
I was like an addict, man.
Yeah, that's a full-on addict story.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming this has scared you off of ever exploring any other kind of drugs, because getting off it
oh
sucks.
yeah, no, I'm not. Yeah,
So
caffeine is my only.
When
thing.
did you have to pull back on the coffee?
It was actually this off season.
Okay,
It was,
so it's recently.
Yeah, it was
So
pretty recent.
you obviously still dabble though. Wait,
I
what?
still, yes. So like I just tasted a second ago and I obviously got really
Got a little
happy.
excited. Yeah. I saw a twinkle in your eye pop up.
It's just
Wow. Okay. Okay. So what are we drinking here today? Obviously, this is a cold one.
So because I Java with James, I thought we were gonna go pretty in detail with like coffee. And,
Yeah.
So I didn't really get any flavor shots or anything. Just
That's
got
okay.
an iced latte so we can really get all the flavor profiles.
Okay.
Of the coffee that we're drinking.
I've done a couple different lattes over the episodes. Palo actually made me one because
that's right.
he's
Yeah, he's
a
got that whole
barista.
deal going.
Okay, so we're gonna take a sip here, and this is
Yeah.
just a good old-fashioned iced latte.
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing special.
So
It's good, man. It's so good.
where like the normal lattes I've had with like Alex and I think Kyle's was a latte maybe, just tasted like hot garbage. This one actually tastes like cold garbage. So that's a
Dude,
difference.
It's not garbage. It's the way the tones of like the milk intertwines with the coffee. Where are they getting their coffee from, by the way? Like, this is really good.
I've heard.
It's very strong, but not bitter though. So normally when you get strong
Not
coffee,
bitter?
it's not bitter.
Bro, look, your tongue has been completely fried
good.
from 10
So
years
strong,
of
like that.
smashing double
It's a lot of
espressos.
caffeine. Where do you guys get your coffee from? Is this like Pete's or what? You don't know? Does anybody know?
We're gonna look into that for you.
Okay.
We'll make sure. We'll send you home with a bag. We'll send you home.
It tastes similar to
because
Pete's coffee, so I'm interested to see
Pete,
where.
who's Pete?
Like the brand Pete's Coffee. You don't know it? I
Oh
can already
my
feel my
God.
heart like pumping. It feels good.
So like, why do you get isn't the point of a cold one because you could like drink it and it's supposed to be refreshing on a hot day?
It is, dude.
That
That's
is
amazing.
the worst tasting cold drink I've ever had.
Look.
Wow! Oh my God!
Look at it. Show the camera,
Ladies and
please.
gentlemen, a bag of Pete's coffee is being held up in the background. The fact that you were able to identify that is equal parts impressive and terrifying.
Give it here. Oh my God. Put it on the table.
Here we go. This is some free advertising for Pete's because you knew who that was.
It's good stuff. I like it. Oh, it's the hazelnut, the bright tang. Like, oh, I love it. It's so good.
You can take that one home with you. Do you have a bus here? Are you living on a bus?
Yeah. Can Honda give this to me? I mean, I can't really.
I know a guy.
So,
Don't worry.
listen. The one thing, since I wasn't really allowed to drink coffee anymore, I started getting into matcha.
I don't even know what that is. I've heard the word.
So,
but
so it's like green tea,
Okay.
but instead they actually crush the leaves. So it's like
Okay.
so it's much stronger than green tea. It's much
Hey.
healthier, and the thing is, when it gets into your body, it's much more of a neutral tone instead of being very acidic like coffee is.
okay. So that's good for the acid reflux.
Yeah, that's why, because I still need caffeine.
I was gonna say, there's still a lot of caffeine in that though.
There's not as much as this, and it also has the amino acid L-theanine in it. I think that's how you pronounce it. So it's much more calming to your body. Your body slowly, it's much more gradual. Like coffee's a big spike and a big drop when that's more gradually inclining throughout the day.
I feel like your knowledge of coffee is like this is a Rossi level of obsession. Like Rossi has this thing about where he'll get onto some topic and just dive in so aggressively. The one that really threw me off was like the pH balance in his pool. And when I listened to you talk about the intimate details of coffee and tea, I feel like this is a conversation that you should be having with Alex because he would really apprate that level of detail.
Yeah, I think that's something we need to do. That'd be very good.
All right.
Yeah.
So you kind of you've got this.
Good stuff.
Dude, it's like you just took a hit of something. Like it's
It feels like it.
it's comical.
I miss it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry that you have to suffer through it, but I'm glad we could give you a little. I hope that this isn't like a gateway drink that gets you back on the wagon or off the wagon, however the wagon works.
I do it like every once in a while.
Okay, all right.
It's for special occasions, for you.
So we were appreciate that. So we were talking just before we started about how you've kind of taken over this persona on Twitter of the meme guy.
Okay.
Right? And your online presence is hilarious and everybody thoroughly enjoys it, which is why we've had to expand content via vlog.
Yes.
And you were saying that you have like a folder
I do, yes.
of what? How many memes?
Right now, I think we're nearing 500.
500 memes.
Yes.
Okay, so like, do
On
you
standby.
spend time just going through like meme searches and curating your folder, or
So
how does this work?
Twitter is an amazing thing. It's beautiful. I love it. It's,
Okay.
it's something that, it's a work of art, and it's something that I've really dwindled with, and I managed to find many pathways to great memes. Also,
Yeah.
Reddit is a good place to
Yeah,
find stuff like
for
that.
sure.
And I just love being a part of the community and just seeing funny stuff. I mean, the IndyCar memes account, like that account was hilarious to me. They're
Very good. Very clever.
no filter on that side of things.
Yes.
And people actually thought my team really thought it was me at first because of
I could
me.
see why.
Yeah, and I was like, guys, no, that's too dark. I couldn't, that's a bit.
It went a little. It started
Yeah.
like super friendly, then it got a little
Yeah.
dark for a minute. It's kind of
It's-
plateaued
yeah,
in a nice.
it's back and forth,
Yeah.
but I love the guy. I've messaged him. We've traded memes.
Yeah.
Like, it's great. So yeah, and then.
I actually had a meme idea for him that I was gonna send him and be like, you got to do this one.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
Should
done
I do that?
I've-
You done that?
You 100% should.
Okay,
I've
I'll
done
do
that
that.
multiple times,
All
but
right.
he twists it and makes it quite dark. But that's his vibe. So, but anyways, the meme folder, yeah, I mean, I ended up getting a collection, and it's kind of like, it's something I really enjoy. So it's like, people be like, oh, I'm gonna try to find these things, but I love looking through content, and then I save things and maybe add it. I found this app called Photo Leap to where you can edit things, remove stuff from the background. So I kind of almost put myself in the memes, and like that's
Making your own memes.
my new thing that I'm doing.
Okay.
It's like I'm putting myself in the memes, and people seem to really enjoy it. But like, It's just the way my mind thinks, the way it races. I grew up in front of computers, in front of social media, in front of the internet. I've been a part of it. So like coming here, I pulled up and I saw a sign that said "Welcome to Iowa." So I was like, thought of Club Penguin. So I just said I'm in Iowa, and then put a picture of a penguin. That's just what goes through my head. So.
Yeah, your head is an interesting place, and then people enjoy it. Okay, so I love a good meme, and I try to reply with the odd meme. Because it can be great. My wife's really good at it. But, I mean, I just go into like one of the little search
like
functions.
GIFs,
Yeah, it's like the GIF thing, and just, does that, like, do you look down on people like me? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I could roast you right now, but I'm going to hold back a little bit. But no, it's okay. A GIF is always better than nothing, you know? It's the effort that counts. But yeah, there's still certain GIFs that hit that spot. It's very tough to explain. Like, it's like a certain tone to the meme. When the more like it doesn't make sense, the better it is. The more funny it gets.
Right.
Like
just
the more
completely off the left field.
Like like you know.
It's like Norm Macdonald comedy. You wouldn't know who that is. But
no, I don't.
You should look him up. I feel like you'd like his comedy.
Yeah, I mean, if it's similar to that, then yeah, that's what it is. Like again,
very abstract.
Like my tweet, Iowa penguin, like that just made me laugh. I was literally giggling at my own thing, like for a good 30 minutes. So I'm just, it's funny. Like,
do you ever think of a meme while you're driving and be like, oh, I gotta remember that?
Really? And I actually put notes down, especially now that I have vlogs. I remember I would do it for Twitter, like, oh, I need to use this song for this later on. Like I put these and set them as reminders because it's such a good idea that comes in my head and I don't want to waste it. Like I don't know if you remember like old YouTube when there was like window tutorial, like you needed help. They always had the exact same song. I think it was called Dreamscape. It was this exact same song with these like they would just use Notepad and they would type out "Welcome to my video," delete, delete, delete. This is the video. So I want to do that, something for the vlog. Like, I put that down as an idea. It's just
like,
funny.
Do you ever have to like radio the crew and be like, "Hey guys, can you like just like a word just to remember it?" Just like Windows. Just remind me. Write down Windows. Remind me Windows after the race, so that way you don't forget it.
Yeah, I mean, I would tell them certain things, but even on track, like, dude, I mean, Gateway, I started thinking about singing.
You did, and you started singing on the radio.
It's just like it's something that happens, and I actually say like at least sentences or something from a meme, but nobody understands it. And I say it on the radio, and they all just say like "copy," and I'm like, oh, I wasn't saying anything. That was just a meme. But moving forward,
that just proves that race teams half the time don't actually understand what the drivers are saying. Exactly. They just say "copy" to like shut you up.
Yeah,
that's
I do that sometimes too, where it's like, do you guys understand me? And they'll be like "copy," and I'll say something like
"Purple Monkey dishwasher, copy."
Yeah, it's like okay, so you're not.
No, you're not paying attention.
I'm just gonna stop talking.
They're ignoring you.
Yeah.
So, all right, past, present, future. Past, last year, incredible season. Rookie year in IndyCar, really impressive performances all around. Obviously, I'm assuming the highlight being Gateway.
Yes, that was definitely the highlight for sure.
But not by any stretch the only impressive performance. You come into year 2, present. How would you kind of assess your sophomore season so far?
It's been a little bit lackluster. It's been kind of up and down. You know, we've had a lot of changes with the team on the off season. A lot of new people, big turnarounds, and it's kind of been getting the chemistry back together and getting a consistent team again. At least recently from Road America in Mid-Ohio, we managed to start getting a car that's I'd say in the range of the other teams now. But yeah, it's just been a little bit of not having luck on our side and just certain things. I mean, even the 500, you know, like we unloaded with a car that wasn't really there. We were struggling on, you know, trying to get out a last chance and really just had to trim out like crazy on the last run and just shiver my foot on the pedal for 4 laps and get us through. So,
whereas last year you almost made the top 12.
Yeah, we got knocked out by our teammate because he hit the wall. I mean, deserved. So
yeah, that was a big effort. It was pretty impressive.
Yeah. So, but yeah, you know, it's just been kind of I think it's been a shock to everybody this season from where the car has been compared to the previous year. So, but all our heads are down. We've been working really hard and we're going to get there, and obviously we're really interested to see how short oval is going to do, because Texas was a very good race for us and we haven't had a short oval since, so fingers crossed that the setup is still going to be there.
Do you think it's more of a function of personnel change at the team? Is it a function of not having an experienced teammate? You know, obviously switching out Takuma for Stingray, is that part of it? Is there anything you think you're doing better or worse as a driver this year?
It could be a collective. From the teammates' point of view, I mean, Takuma was obviously a great help from a driving standpoint, but for a setup-wise, we chose we chose very different setup ideas. I mean, we definitely were very much split apart. And by the end of the season, we had 2 completely different setups, but from a driving point of view, he helped a lot. What I say is from a driving point of view, having an experienced driver, maybe in some aspects, but I don't think that's the issue. And I don't think anybody can kind of put it to a single thing. I think it's a collective of changes that we've gone through, and it's something that we've been trying to learn from and trying to get better towards the end.
Okay, future. What is the future for David Malukas?
I don't know.
So is it safe to say we don't know what 2024 plans are yet? Still a work in progress?
Yeah, it's still a work in progress. Obviously, for right now, I almost 100% know that I won't be returning to Dale Coyne.
Okay.
But for the future, I'm not too sure with what team. You know, it's kind of more of a he say, she say kind of vibe of where drivers are going to go. Is
it a domino thing? Like you're waiting for one thing to happen that'll lead to something else that'll let you know?
There's so many teams, but nothing's moving, nothing's happening, and it just depends on if he goes here, and this does this, then you're here. So a lot of stuff needs to happen for me to get an opportunity.
Do you hate that part of this job? Or is it just kind of part of it? Are you excited that hey, it could be a million different things and that's sort of exciting? Or is it just like, man, I wish this was just sorted. I hate the uncertainty.
I feel like it's a part of the game. It's just how it is. But yeah, I don't like the uncertainty. I would really like to just know like, hey, this is where I'm going. This is what's going to happen for the future, and it's set in final. So I can already start preparing now on, whatever it may be.
But the good news is there's options. There's people out there that are knocking down Little Dave's door.
I do think that whatever happens in the end, Little Dave will end up somewhere.
Love that. Okay, before we let you go, there's 2 quick things. One is something I want to ask you about, and one is something I want to apologize for. Okay. So first, I heard through the grapevine, you're like a certified ballroom dancer. I don't know if you know that. So when I was 7 years old, it was when I made my career change with ballroom dancing to racing. But when I was 7 years old, I really thought ballroom dancing was going to be my professional future. When did you start dancing?
I started when I was about, 4 years, whenever I understood English. So like my mom took me into it whenever I could speak and stop picking my nose. I mean, it's halfway picking my nose.
Yeah, I mean, everybody still picks their nose a little bit.
Exactly. So yeah, and until I could formulate sentences, that's when I started dancing, and it was something I did all the way until, I don't know, I think I was maybe 10 or 11-ish, and I was like, Mom, I don't want to do this. This is not cool. Race cars. So
it's quite a shift, man. It's quite a shift.
Yeah, it is a big shift. But and then I'm kind of upset now that I obviously took away from it, because I think it's good to know how to
So you stopped cold turkey. You didn't do any more. You don't.
There was a little bit, but then I fully stopped and focused.
When was the last time you strapped on some ballroom shoes?
I was definitely double digits, but early on, 12, 13, something.
So if Dancing with the Stars came calling tomorrow?
Honestly, dude, I would be excited. I think it would re-spike.
I think it'd be like riding a bike.
Yeah, I think I would be able to relearn everything. I still know the hips, pointing the toes.
Yeah.
I still got everything.
You know how to count, you got all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I'd love to see you on the show. I'm gonna make some calls, all right?
Jive as well. Oh, that was my thing, man.
That was your thing?
It.
That's hard. That's a hard.
It's hard one. Yeah, but I remember you'd get ready and I'd get the partner and you have to lift your chest up and then you just start, and the music was so good. I remember that was the one I liked. Samba. Oh, that was so boring.
Yeah.
Really slow.
Those Latin ones are tough.
Yeah, those are
rumba.
Yeah, you got to really hold the
salsa.
position for a long time. You're like, oh, okay, yeah. To get the points.
So Jive was your favorite?
Jive, I loved it. Yeah,
right, it's good to know.
It's almost like high knees.
it's actually a lot of that. Okay, last thing. So I want to apologize.
Okay, here we go.
Here's what I'm apologizing for. When you were I don't know, a kid, you entered the Dan Weldon Pro-Am.
Oh, I remember
race,
this.
Okay.
Very clearly, but this was on the show, so.
Yeah, that's right. So I want it to be known that, for a little bit of backstory, there was this Pro-Am go-kart race. The way it was supposed to be structured was 3 AM drivers, 1 pro driver. The 3 AM drivers would do their stints, then all the pro drivers would get in at the end.
Yeah.
Well, Jay Howard was in charge of your team.
This was Jay
And he
Howard.
tried to be a little cute.
Yeah.
And so he put the ringer, who's a professional go-kart racer at this point, and has about 100-pound weight advantage on everybody else.
I was very light.
Out with the pros. Jay was supposed to be in the cart. He put when he was really Lil Dave, he put Lil Dave in the go-kart against a bunch of IndyCar guys. And you 100% would have just, on pure pace, spanked us.
I was so light, so I literally just would take off. Yeah.
So there was a conversation before the race started. That was something along the lines of, hey, he's not going to win this race. We're all in agreement about that, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was on board. And I was not the one that dealt the fatal blow that ended up escalating after the race.
Yes.
We won't get into that. But I was complicit,
we could
man.
get into that. That was quite funny.
Sage Karam did something on track.
Sage Karam sent me into the sky, and then my sister. I mean, this was also like on the TV show and everything. But my sister Vicky.
Charity go-kart race,
Yes,
just so we're clear.
Charity go-kart race. But my sister Vicky, she's very supportive of me, and obviously she did not let anybody do anything to me back then. So she found Karam, and I'm pretty sure she made him cry.
It escalated quickly.
Yeah, she was ready to throw fists at Karam on live television.
Which is the guy you don't want to throw fists to. He's a professional wrestler, so.
Yeah, but Vicky's like no joke. I mean, she's.
I wouldn't want to fight either of them.
Yeah, but
yes.
She made him cry.
So while I did not deal the fatal blow, I was complicit in the actions, and I apologize for that. That was immature of us.
No, I was cool.
It was poor sport.
It motivated me to get to IndyCar.
And now you're out here kicking most of these guys' asses. So
Well, trying.
So well done. You were a good sport on the day. You're a great sport today for putting up with this interview. Great driver on track, ladies and gentlemen. David, Lil Dave Malukas.
Thank you. And shout out to Honda's incredible coffee. It's always really good. Anytime the hospitality tent is here, you know I will be there. Like the Mbappe meme. I will be there.
What meme would you give this interview?
What meme? Let me look through my meme folder and pick one then.
Okay. We'll take one sip for the road.
Okay. Let's see.
Can't do it.
What are we gonna pick for this interview? So like this, like I'm telling you, it's it's real.
Yeah, you're not kidding. It's a large and in charge program. So hold on, you've got your little video camera around your neck there, your POV thing.
Yeah.
That sees everything that's on your phone. Does that worry you at all?
No, because I'll be able to edit it. You know.
Okay, you're not live streaming that right now?
No, it's not live stream. No, don't worry.
Yeah, but your PR person that's got the views finder, the screen about that, can also see everything that's on your phone.
It's fine. It's just memes at the end of the day. Let me see. What how can I describe?
The youth of today. Oh God, I've never felt more old. David, you make me feel very old.
Old? What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, this is awesome. I'm trying to think. What would be a good one?
It's hard to decipher. Like, how do you remember like which ones you saved and where? Like, they're not organized in any way.
No, they're not. But I scroll through it so much that it's just like it's almost
that's
like
a really good memory game.
Yeah, it kind of is. I don't know. I kind of say this because I really like the interview, and I mean, we can also just do Jose Marino. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's how I'd explain this. It's beautiful.
There you go.
We'll do this. It's actually from Endgame, of like Thanos being like happy at the end when he's like achieved everything. That's why I would explain this interview. I feel very happy. I had my coffee.
Yeah, your coffee. Yeah, that's the look on your face when you had that first sip of coffee.
Oh yeah.
Just like pure, unadulterated joy.
Seeing light again.
Yeah.
Know?
So yeah, that warmth on your face.
Yeah.
There you go.
The eye roll's going away.
All right. Thanos, Lil Dave Malukas. Thanks for coming at me.
This is before my coffee. This is how I found before.
You have them all.
Okay. Anyways, thank you.
Thanks, buddy.